guys, Miley Cyrus is being slammed by fans over her shocking behavior during a recent event.
You came for a photo with Miley. You left with a photo of her back. That's not a meet and greet. It's a game of celebrity hide and seek. And guess what? You lost. In the glitzy world of pop royalty, Miley Cyrus is basically the queen of unpredictability. But this time, she skipped the royal wave. Fans showed up expecting hugs and hellos, but ended up watching Miley and Naomi Campbell have a front row seat to their own private podcast. Let's just say, if this event had a theme, it was, "Thanks for coming, now watch us talk to each other." A meet and greet to forget. Miley Cyrus recently held a meet and greet event to promote her latest single, Every Girl You've Ever Loved, a romantic-sounding title, but the experience felt a little more like Every Fan You've Ever Ignored. This event was supposed to be a special occasion for fans to connect with the pop icon. Instead, what they got felt more like a celebrity sleepover between Miley and her ultra-fashionable BFF, Naomi Campbell, just with an audience awkwardly waiting in line like it was the DMV. Fans who showed up, vinyls in hand and hearts in the clouds, were expecting warm smiles, hugs, and maybe a quirky Miley selfie moment. What they got instead? Two celebrities deep in conversation with each other, laughing, posing, sometimes not even facing the camera, and giving barely a glance to the folks who paid to be there. One attendee, still emotionally recovering, shared a photo online. In it, Naomi was looking off into the abyss, possibly reconsidering her skincare routine. And Miley hadn't even begun to smile yet, perhaps mid-sentence about something far more interesting than acknowledging the person who just waited 2 hours and paid a small fortune for a photo op. Social media quickly turned into a venting ground for disappointed fans. One Instagram user wrote, "Sorry to everyone who went to get a photo with them talking to one another." Another added, "The way you ignored your fans, lol," and we all know when someone throws a LOL at the end of a complaint, it's serious. Naomi and Miley. The talk show no one asked for. It's not unusual for celebrities to have their off days. Maybe the lighting was too harsh. Maybe someone misspelled Cyrus on the event signage. Maybe Naomi was giving Miley skincare tips and things got out of hand. But the fact remains, this was a fan event, not an red carpet BFF special. In footage that quickly went viral, Miley and Naomi could be seen talking and laughing while simultaneously signing vinyls, without so much as a hi or even a forced photo smile for the fans standing just inches away. And let's talk about those photos. Imagine waiting all day, fixing your hair, picking your best outfit, mentally preparing a 10-second speech on how the climb helped you through middle school, only to end up with a picture where Miley is mid-giggle and Naomi's checking her nails. Rough? Miley's response? After the event blew up like a glitter bomb of bad PR, Miley did what every celebrity caught in an awkward storm does. She ran straight to Instagram with a thank you note that felt about as warm as a robot hug. She thanked fans for coming, or surviving depending on how you see it, and casually reminded those who missed the event to grab a copy of the vinyl, because nothing says, "I'm sorry I ignored you," like a solid sales plug. The post tried to be gracious, but fans weren't exactly in the mood for digital crumbs of appreciation. The comment section went full roast mode, turning into what can only be described as Black Friday at Disappointment Depot. Some wanted an apology, others wanted eye contact, and a few just wanted a photo where Miley wasn't mid-sentence with Naomi. Instead, they got a virtual side hug and a reminder to spend more money. It's safe to say, if healing comes in stages, this was still somewhere around denial with a coupon code. But wait, there's more! Welcome to the Tribeca surprise. Now, if you thought that meet and greet was the peak of fan frustration, buckle up. Just weeks earlier, Miley premiered her new film, Something Beautiful, at the 2025 Tribeca Film Festival. A cinematic venture based on her music? Sounds cool, right? Well, unless you were one of the many fans who mistakenly thought they'd bought tickets to a concert. Yes, you read that right. A shocking number of attendees were flabbergasted to discover they had spent hundreds of dollars on a movie screening. One fan exclaimed mid-Q&A, "We thought this was a concert. We paid $800. To which another person yelled actually, "Are you actually going to sing?" The confusion quickly spiraled into chaos. Imagine expecting a Miley Cyrus live show, lasers, lights, maybe even a foam finger, and getting a 90-minute indie film followed by a polite round of applause. It was like expecting fireworks on the 4th of July and getting sparklers from the dollar store. Damage control, but make it a cappella. To her credit, Miley did attempt some musical CPR after the emotional flatline. Ever the showbiz warrior, she stood tall, took a breath, and busted out an a cappella version of The Climb. Because if there's one thing Miley knows, it's that when you're knee-deep in chaos, you sing your way out. And vocally, she nailed it. Still, for many fans, it felt less like a heartfelt apology and more like a sparkly Band-Aid slapped onto a PR flesh wound. The moment was touching for about 30 seconds until the sting of $800 for a movie kicked back in. Some fans clutched their chests, swaying in the emotional breeze. Others clutched their receipts, mentally calculating how many actual concerts they could have attended instead. The online verdict was swift. The Climb was beautiful, but it didn't cancel out the confusion. Many blasted the event as false advertising, and they had a point. Because unless film screening with occasional chaos was printed in size 2 font on the ticket, the disappointment was basically prepackaged. A civil war in the comments. As the drama unfolded online, another battle began, fan versus fan. Some defended Miley, calling the outraged attendees entitled and clueless. After all, Tribeca is a film festival, not Coachella, not even a state fair stage. It's basically the opposite of a concert in every conceivable way. These defenders argued that a little research could have avoided the misunderstanding, and that heckling an artist during a post-screening discussion wasn't a great look. On the other side, disgruntled attendees maintained they were misled, misinformed, and now misanthropic toward all film festivals going forward. So, is Miley actually canceled? The million-dollar question. While some corners of the internet gleefully cried "canceled" faster than a network sitcom with bad ratings, others took a more balanced approach. The truth is, Miley's been through worse. Twerking at the VMAs, licking sledgehammers, that one time she called herself part unicorn. She's no stranger to controversy. Still, this one hit differently. This wasn't edgy or outrageous, it was just disappointing. Fans felt like they were paying not just with money, but with their emotional loyalty and getting little in return. Lessons in stardom and event planning. There are a few golden rules we can all take away from this roller coaster of disappointment. First off, read the fine print, because if it says Tribeca Film Festival, you're not getting a concert. You're getting cinema, popcorn, and possibly existential confusion. No glitter, no backup dancers, just vibes and cinematography. Second, if you're hosting a meet and greet, the bare minimum is to actually meet and greet, not recreate a Vogue cover chat with your bestie while fans stand around wondering if they've accidentally photobombed your friendship. Eye contact is free, Miley. A smile, even better. And finally, when all else fails and you're teetering on the edge of cancellation, pull a Miley classic. Belt out The Climb. It's like emotional duct tape. It doesn't fix the mess, but it holds the moment together just long enough for people to cheer instead of boo. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into celebrity moments, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring you the latest stories, updates, and behind-the-scenes drama. Tap the bell icon so you never miss a headline worth talking about.